Okay, so there's actually two more types of motions. I actually say that there's four ranges of motion, but the second two are combinations of the first two. So to review, our first two are complementary motion, where the scale and the pattern go in the same direction, and contrary, where the scale and the pattern go in opposite directions. Now, the next two types of motions we have are just combinations of those two. The first is complementary to contrary motion, and the second is contrary to complementary motion. So let's get into the first one. We're going to start with our C major scale. Starting on C, our first note of the scale, we move in complementary motion. And then the second degree of the scale we do in contrary motion. And then we keep that pattern going. Complementary, contrary, complementary, contrary, complementary, contrary. Now coming down, it's the same thing. Complementary, our scale's going down, so our pattern goes down. Now contrary, scale is going down, so my pattern goes up. Now complementary, both going down. Contrary, complementary, contrary, complementary, contrary. Sorry, tongue twister. A lot of times you'll notice when I get to the last degree of the scale, I usually just play that, just the root, but it's up to you. You could play this at the end, or you could just play the root. Whatever's easiest for you. Put that all together, it sounds like this. Coming down. Sounds pretty cool, right? Let's do it in our minor pentatonic, A minor pentatonic. Now, the last type of motion we have is just that reversed. We start with our contrary and then go complementary. So if we're going up, that means we go down in our pattern first. Then we go up, down, up, contrary, complementary, contrary, complementary. Coming down, we reverse it. Going up, then down, up, down, contrary, complementary, contrary, complementary. Let's try that in our minor pentatonic. Coming down, we've got again, what note you go up to and where you turn around, it's kind of up to you. I usually say go 1 octave with a major scale and 2 octaves with a minor scale, but anything is fine as long as you can get through that pattern without making a mistake and you can keep your rhythm nice and tight. Intermediates, do that with F, do that with G, do that with B flat, do that with D, do that with your minor pentatonics as well. Now, people can get lost here. It's very common to get lost. And again, I like to say that learning music isn't like learning math. We're not learning formulas. We're learning a map. We're learning a place. I want you to think about this like a visual map that you're looking at. So if you get lost, think about what you do when you get lost on a map. You go back to somewhere that you know. So if you get here and then you kind of forget where you're supposed to go, like, am I going down? Am I going up? I don't know. What I want you to do is stop, go back to the beginning, and keep going to the place that you got lost until you can take it one step further. So, okay, I know that's right. So, but I don't know where to go again, so I'm just going to start over. Right? So, if you do get lost like that, A really easy way to help you remember this is to just play all 3 notes at once. And then all you have to do is just pick a finger to start with. Right? You could even smash all 3 notes, then play them one at a time. Whatever, as long as you are learning the map. That's the most important thing here. Okay? Intermediate players get through all of your other scales. Advanced players, all 12 keys.